jungle.
What is up, United people? Back here again with your number one show, with your number one host, Uno.
And I am your phenomenal host, Penelope, and this is Up, the ultimate platform with
Uno.
and Pen.
So, how was your weekend, Pen?
I'm glad that you asked because my week has been fantastic.
Oh, why is that so?
So I don't know if you've heard about it, but I've recently been interested in theater, and I just came to know about this play that's called Hamilton, and it is one of the most amazing plays that I've ever seen. It was awesome.
Oh, really? Well, good that you mentioned theater, Pen, because today our guest is a stage director. Let's give a warm welcome to Sir John Romie Delariarte.
Hello,
Hi, sir.
Uno, hello, Pen, hello. I'm glad to meet you. Glad to be here.
Romie John Dimson Delariarte, also known as Sir D, advisor of the Paulinian, the official publication of St. Paul University Iloilo, and yearbook also at St. Paul University Iloilo, instructor at St. Paul University Iloilo, resident director and choreographer of Iloilo Prima Galaw since 2008. At the same time, he is the founder of Theater and Dance Company, president or administrator at Iloilo Prima Galaw Art Institute Incorporated. Iloilo Prima Galaw Productions is a fresh, vibrant, talented, and budding Ilonggo performing arts group, founded by none other than the brilliant stage director and choreographer, Romie John Delariarte, whose works include Fiddler on the Roof, Mindamora, Walang Sugat, Sound of Music, Peter Pan, Sayaw Paraiso, and the latest, ang Sistema ni Professor Tuco. His latest opus, ang Kuripot, was presented at the Cultural Center of the Philippines for the CCP's Fellowship Program.
Today we have a bunch of questions for you, sir. Are you ready?
I think I'm ready. Well, I have no choice. I have to be ready.
Okay, so question number one, sir.
Okay.
Why is being a stage director your passion?
I believe I was destined to become a stage director because when I was born, I believe I was naturally given the talent to not only to perform but really even to do stage plays. So I think that God-given talent gave me so many opportunities to be able to give light to so many dreamers like me also, and to be able to produce plays that I love to do. So basically it's like that. So for me it's a destiny.
Okay.
Sir, what first led you into theater? Did you intend to be a stage director, or was it just a process of discovery?
Well, I did not really plan to become a stage director. As what I've mentioned, it was like a destiny. So it was like a spur of a moment. I got all the beautiful opportunities that's given to me. So after those workshops, after I got the scholarship from the Cultural Center of the Philippines before, there I realized that it is more than just passion. It is really like giving flesh to the gift that has been given to me. So aside from that, at a very early age, I was given more opportunities also. Like I directed some very simple plays in school. My teachers then gave me so many chances also to do choreography in some of the dance presentations that we did. So that very simple skill has led into something beautiful. It has given me more opportunities then as I went through with my life until I got through it already. So I think that's it.
Okay, sir. Next question. Is there a particular experience that made you realize that stage directing is the career you want?
Well, first and foremost, my career path is actually different from getting into theater. My background was more into the sciences because I graduated then from West Visayas State University. I took up a course related to sciences. So getting into theater was far off from my mind and from my career path also. So it was only then the opportunities came in. So like when I taught in St. Paul University Iloilo, I was given the task to be a stage director in so many plays until I learned from that and established the company that I would always wanted to have.
I see. That's nice.
Yeah.
Sir, are there any difficulties and challenges that you've encountered as a stage director? What did you learn from it?
Difficulties, challenges, there were so many actually. When I talk about difficulties, it would deal with the financial aspect, because our audiences would definitely believe that curating a stage play is not easy at all. It will entail a lot of financial, what do we call that? Financial, or like, I mean, it would entail finances. So like, it's not easy then to produce a play that is close to $1 million, and it's not easy to waste a lot of money also just for that. So that could be the difficulty, finding financial assistance to create a play. And aside from that also, another difficulty is really training people, training artists. There are so many like students who might be so interested in theater acting, but they don't really have the talent. So you have to start from zero and letting them really understand the concept of theater acting until they get into their nerves. You know what I mean? So training them is also another difficulty. And then with the challenge, like for example in Iloilo, it is really so difficult bringing theater to the masses, because not everyone would know and would really enjoy theater, right?
Now.
So like my mission as a stage director is to really bring theater closer to the people. That is why every year I make it sure that I have a stage play, and that I let my artists perform. It's not only for myself, it's not even for the artists, but really for the Ilonggos. The theater should be given importance because it's a beautiful tool for people to learn, right? So theater is not just about acting, it's not even just about dancing, it's really bringing a message also that will come across to the minds and to the hearts of people. So I think that's it.
So, how do you work with people whose ideas differ from yours?
Naturally, I have been dealing with a lot of people having so many different personalities. Well, I always respect the idea that the idea of individual differences. So what I do then is I exercise the value of flexibility, of openness, because there are times during rehearsals that their concept, that their mindset may not be as similar to my own mindset and concept. So what I do then is I have to be very flexible as I deal with them, and in one way or the other we have to compromise, and then after that to come up with something good and something beautiful also. So there's really just flexibility and openness on my side, no? When I talk about openness, whatever their concepts are, I have to be very accepting. I have to embrace their thoughts, their ideas, and to really accept them in as much as I want, in order to make the rehearsal, in order to make the production successful.
And like you said, to make a compromise, to
Yes.
get to compromise on something.
Yes, of course. Compromising would mean like getting into the middle. Okay.
Meeting them halfway.
Yes, we have to meet halfway also. Correct.
Sir, how do you prepare yourself for the incoming play that you would be directing?
First, I have to read the script. Okay, I have to understand every detail of the concept. I have to understand the characters also, because when I choose the actors that would fit into the role, I have to choose a personality that is very close to that role. And another thing also, aside from reading the script, understanding the story and looking into the characterization, I also have to think if the play will be liked or will be loved by people. Because no matter how good the play is, if there are no audiences, it will be very useless. So I also have to think about the marketing. Will it be saleable? Will people love it? Will they enjoy? Will they be entertained? And then eventually, as when things are there already, you have to talk to people, because there will be suppliers. Like you have to talk to the company who will give you then the sound. Another person, you would like also to talk to the musical director if it's a musical play, and then you have to talk to the venue, you have to talk to the designers, like there's costume, there's makeup, and so many other designers for that matter. So then after that, you start the rehearsal and end it like for 6 months. So I deal with the play for 6 months. I have to put my heart in that play for that entire duration, and then come out with a beautiful play after that. So as far as planning is concerned, talking with people, dealing with marketing, and then training casts also, and then the rehearsal would take like every day for them to get into their roles and into their characters until we are ready to show the play.
I see. Sir, how would you encourage your artists, your actors, your performers to give it their all in their performances?
I would always motivate them. Although in as much as possible, I give them what they truly deserve, because when I say you're not good, I have to say it. The actors should know whether they are good or not, and they have to accept it then. So when I motivate them, I would always tell them frankly some of their strengths and then some of their weaknesses as well, so that they would know where they stand. Okay, so that motivation will give them also the inspiration to do better and to improve, of course.
What is your greatest accomplishment as a stage director, sir?
Well, I believe I have a very simple happiness and very simple joy as a stage director. All I want to see is people get to enjoy, get to be entertained with the thing that I love to do. So when I get to see them smile after the play, I am satisfied already. I am very happy.
Do you still have any future goals in your career, sir?
Future goals then is to create more plays, to reach more Ilonggos, for Iloilo Prima Galaw to be known also internationally, because we have been performing here in the city, and we've been performing in Manila, specifically at the Cultural Center of the Philippines. So I bring my artists there because that's the seat of art in the Philippines. So every time we are there, the pride in me is beaming. So that is why that becomes like my mission and my goal. And then for the next years, I would also love to work with a lot of dreamers like me, to work with young people who would want to make their dreams come true, who would like to be performers in the process, and seeing them fulfill their dream would also be part of my dream as well.
Sir, as an accomplished stage director, what advice might you give to a young person wanting to pursue a career in directing?
Well, the very first and the most important thing is to love what you do. Okay? I don't know then if you believe that if you love what you do, you don't necessarily work on it, right? It's really like playing, because if you love what you do, it's like playing. That's what I am trying to say. So, like for future directors, for them to be exposed to a lot of movies, to a lot of theater plays, they have to go into workshops and into seminars. If there are scholarships that are available, they have to grab it, because all these will make them really a fulfilled and a successful stage director.
That's nice, sir.
It was fascinating, sir, to learn more about your experience.
Yes, thank you very much also.
I hope that the people who are watching this interview will be inspired by your wits and talents, especially to the younger generation who is also wanting to become a stage director like you. Sir, do you want to say something to the people or the students who wants to join Iloilo Prima Galaw, but are shy to do so?
Yes, thank you very much for that. Well, I would like really to tell the young generations of today that you have to believe in your dreams. You have to savor every moment. If you have the talent, go for it, and then make it sure that you enjoy what you truly what you're doing, and you really have to make your dreams come true. So I think that's it.
So I think it's about time to wrap it up, sir. So thank you for giving us a bit of your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sir John Romie Delariarte.